Quarterback making adjustments. Back to pass, it's Simmons. Grabbed over the middle, it's Wallace. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. You know, you think back on the Jackson Dart era at Ole Miss, the best 3-year run in more than 50 years. Now Austin Simmons steps in, full of potential, Jesse, to lead the Rebels to further glory.
Yeah, quarterbacks have played so well under Lane Kiffin in recent years. You can even go ahead of Jackson Dart back to Matt Corral and what he was doing in that offense. So now the lefty takes over. This dude's got a lot of talent. He can make every single throw on the field. Lane Kiffin's playbook is completely at this guy's disposal, and because of that, you know there are going to be a lot of big plays for the run.
Snagged in the middle. It's Stribling. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. And the Rebels come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Stands in and takes the hit. And that one sails through the back of the end zone.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
So now it's second and long. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll go back to the air on second down. Quick completion on the out route. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. Offense in an empty set. Looking downfield on first down. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. And he will wisely scamper out of bounds. No need to take unnecessary hits.
And they bring the blitz. I mean, you could tell. They want to make him feel uncomfortable as quick as possible, and you can see him. He takes off.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Recovers the fumble, and he's still going. He'll be brought down, but he was trying with everything he had to turn that disaster into a first down and came up a little short.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding to just kind of jump on it and make sure you keep possession.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Got it in the middle. It's Stribling. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down?
Listen, you hear all the time about how important it is to stay on schedule offensively, right? And this is a perfect example. You just can't have negative plays early in drives because even when you come up with big plays like we just saw, you're still miles away from picking up this first down. You're making it so hard on your offense.
Skips away from pressure. Unloads to the wideout. It's incomplete, a fourth down stop, and the turnover on downs.
Coaches talk about it all the time. We're going to be aggressive. Well, they were aggressive on that first drive. They go for it on fourth down. No dice. Now you put your defense on the field. I like the aggressiveness, but now you got to deal with some of the consequences.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a ball.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Goodness, that is the way you blow up a play. Quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Hair on fire, cause direct. That had to be a blown assignment. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Complete to the right. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. Tulane right back to the line.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Got his man. Oh, a lot of space. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Blasted as he lets it go. Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
Well, no secret, this guy was a big part of their key to success. Already 2 catches on the opening drive, and they go back to him again. This time the defense is in better position, and they force the incompletion.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. They get to him as he throws. He's got it. Knocked down immediately, but they couldn't stop him from getting the big gainer to the 30. Just outstanding execution, continuing to work his way back through the football.
Yeah, and everything about this route looks vertical. The comeback, it looks like it's a go. I'm thinking speed, and then he sets it down. QB puts the ball on the money, and he makes the play.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Yeah, when you get penetration by that defense right away, and there's no way to cut at all for that back, he gets destroyed right away. No way that play was going to be successful. Way too much penetration.
Going to sling it on second down. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. Got it in the middle, it's Reed. Touchdown, Green Wave! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. They're on the board first here in the season opener. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0.
Well, it's always nice to get the first one out of the way. That's the first passing touchdown for the season in this offense, and they've got a lot of playmakers. Their quarterback is accurate, makes good decisions. You saw it on that play. That's the first, and it certainly won't be the last.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Dropping back, it's Simmons. Pulls it in, it's Stribling. Got room at the 35. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. They've got it at the 36, it's a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Looks to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to.
And he just held on to the football too long, and the defense rode him out of bounds and forced the loss. The Rebels need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Takes his shot. Gonna throw it to the right. He's got his man. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Touchdown, Ole Miss. He got a step and just dusted the field.
Well, you know, this guy's a huge weapon catching the football, and David, he's difficult to bring down. What an athlete with his size and speed.
Dude, it's stupid. You want me to play defense now against all these guys and all this speed and skill all over the yard, and then you got a tight end like this who can not only catch it with his big frame and his big body, but do that after the catch. It's just so hard to play defense nowadays.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be brought down. Smith as they start this drive from their own 15. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on first down. Pass completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. To the air on first down. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
The Green Wave put itself in a mess behind the sticks here on second down. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. Guys, let's take a second here and think about Tulane. The good news about starting the season outside the top 25, not a lot of lofty expectations. You can sneak up on a few teams, but sooner or later, you're going to want to get that attention and get into those rankings.
A lot more, but it's not impossible. In recent years, you saw it with Indiana coming out of absolutely nowhere. You saw it back in the day with USF. You've seen it with Rutgers.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Not a ton of play calls for third in California when you're on offense. You know you're going to have your quarterback holding on to the football. You really got to think about how you're going to protect him. Offensive coordinator may want to think about using more max protect schemes, get more bodies in to give this quarterback a chance.
Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They evened things up the last time they had it, and the defense helped them out and a chance to go on top with this drive. Catch in the middle, it's Haas. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. And the Rebels have pushed it inside the 20. Wants to throw, it's Simmons. Grabbed in the middle, it's Haas. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
That's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
You've got to be able to gang tackle this guy. We see it every week. He makes people miss, and you just saw it on that last play. He's unbelievable in the open field. He can cut on a dime, and with that run, he's got this offense now set up down close to the goal line.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Got the big pause on it, but couldn't hang on. Instead, it'll be fourth down. No signs of any kind of kickers. They'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. Might be calling a hot route. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. He caught it, and he will score. Touchdown, Rebels.
This offense right now, they're doing some damage through the air. That's now their second passing touchdown. They thought coming into this game they were going to have some matchups on the perimeter of the field that they could take advantage of, and they've done that so far here today.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Middle Tennessee pulled one out today on a day they clearly did not have their best. And that's a testament to those players there inside Floyd Stadium. That winning gene, I really believe it's a thing. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum And this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you could turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Tulane to the line, facing second and short. Back to pass. That's caught. It's Barnes. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. Here comes Tulane after picking up the first down. They'll try the run. Runs through a tackle. He showed off the stiff arm, but apparently he needed a couple more. A lot of defenders around to stop him.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. We saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical. Get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Caught near the sticks. It's Turner. Looks as if that'll be enough for a Tulane first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Wants to throw on first down. Right on the money. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Quickly out to the tight end. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. Looking to throw for it. Makes the grab. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one.
Well, not down in distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
Wants to go up top on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Reed. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looking downfield very late in the half. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Tulane!
Every coach in the country talks about finishing half strong. Man, how about that? You get the touchdown, a chance to tie this game up and take all the momentum into halftime.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And he puts through the extra point. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Looking downfield, it's Simmons. He tosses one high and deep down the left side.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. right back to the air on 2nd and 10. He'll take another shot here. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Not much on that return, but I think they'll let him slide after making that pick, and they'll have it at the 20.
And you wonder if that interception is going to bring this guy back down to reality a little bit. He was lights out early in this game. Everything he was throwing was right on the money, and that might have been a decision where he got a little bit greedy, and David, the defense made him pay.
And this defense has seen it time and time. They've been throwing the football, having success. Nice job adjusting, breaking on the football, making a play. They needed to break serve. They needed something to happen to go their way to kind of mess this guy's rhythm up. That might be the starter.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. About to kick it away again as we are tied up in the third quarter. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Snaps it in the shotgun. Pulls it in. It's Turner. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting him the football, letting him get some positive yards.
Hauls it in. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Now, I know that completion isn't a touchdown. It's not a deep play deep down the field, but how about the strong hands by that receiver making that catch? He made that look pretty routine. He had that DB draped all over him and still was able to help this offense get positive points.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Back to pass on second down. Throwing right. He makes a catch. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. Here comes Tulane after picking up the first down.
It's so hard to get to quarterbacks when they get the ball out of their hands this fast. Great job understanding what the defense is doing, right away assessing, hitting the corner route right off the jump.
Now from inside the red zone. Throws to the wideout. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Man, what a finish we could have. Tie game, third quarter here, 2nd and 10. Wants to keep it in the air. Fires to the right. It's incomplete, and I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, giving up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
Got his man. He will not get there. A stop on 3rd down leaves him with a 4th down from the 18-yard line. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Catch in the middle. It's Hayes. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
Got enough for the 1st. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, it's so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Looking downfield at Simmons. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. They'll keep it on the ground. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. Wide receiver comes in motion. The give to the lone running back. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Off play action. Fires to the tight end. He'll go out of bounds right at the 23-yard line.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now, it's tough.
Touchdown, Ole Miss! And that one will give them the lead.
And it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking downfield on 1st down. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Trying to beat the D deep. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good,
it's a running room. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. Off the play fake on first down to throw. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And he is brought down, but what a way to finish this quarter with the pick. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Just a short pass to the tight end. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first down. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and who's that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback. And you really struggle protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
Well, it's a good decision by the quarterback, and I know you didn't get the first down, but the good news is you got a chunk of yards back, now setting up fourth and short and giving yourself an opportunity to go for it here and keep this drive going.
On fourth down, looking for the completion. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. The give is to Taylor. Finding an escape route. There he goes! He gets it inside the 20 and out of bounds at the 17.
Well, that's called paying off good field position. You've got the lead here late in the game. You've got the ball back. You're on your opponent's side of the 50, and on your very first play, you break off a long run. This defense right now is playing on their heels late.
Got enough space, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Rebels!
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the two-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, back to your game in a moment, but first we have to show you how the script is being written here. Utah State is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. These Aggies have picked themselves up before, and they're capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to UTEP. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, he wants it all. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there.
And this is going to fall on the quarterback's shoulders. You're in the fourth quarter. You're trailing. It's a close game. You are going to have to complete some balls. You're going to have to make some big-time throws in small windows under duress if you're going to bring your team back and will them to victory. Incomplete there, obviously, but expect them to continue to throw it. This quarterback better dial in.
Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
The cornerback wasn't fooled that time. He was squatting on the out route. Because of that, he was able to transition, break on the ball, and knock it away.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He lets one fly deep. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Great place to start for this offense. Back to throw, it's Simmons. Fires to the wideout. Pulls it in. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. A 1st down run on the doorstep. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And this is a perfect situation. This is a situation, if you asked me to be in before the game, the coaches would have been in heaven. I got the football. I got the lead on their side of the field. Nice gain on 1st down. Same exact script. Do it again. Run the football, run the clock, let that thing tick down. And if we add points, we add points.
Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Nice job on the route and catch by the tight end scoring that touchdown. And it doesn't matter what play this offense calls. All game long, everything has been working. This has been a masterclass in offensive productivity.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns. A 21-point cushion in the 4th. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed on the field and get ready to play the pass.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Preston. Moves up to the 34-yard line. Give him a 10-yard pickup. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. He wants to take the top off. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
This was my favorite time to be a defensive lineman, man. You get up big, late in the game, you know it's past. You're just teeing off on the quarterback. The defensive backs, they're bailing, playing those deep passes. It is hard to play offensive football in this situation.
Unloads to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long. Under pressure. They're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big lead here in the 4th quarter. This guy has never gotten into a rhythm.
Throws to the wideout. It's complete. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. This Tulane offense has a great drive going.
I mean, this offense basically lined up and said, I don't care if you double team him, triple team him, it really doesn't matter. We're still going to feature him. And guess what happens? They still get the 1st down, even though he was double teamed.
Fires to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
And
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
Gonna take a shot. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32.
Well, you can't blame this offense for wanting to be aggressive. They're down by a lot on the scoreboard here, and that time going 4 verticals, trying to stretch the defense, see if someone can get open. But, David, the defense was expecting it, and they were able to come away with the INT.
Yeah, the only thought I have right now, Jesse, is I'm playing deep. I can't give up the big plays. I want to make them earn it. The clock is my friend. Getting the lead, having the lead in the fourth quarter. Nice execution by this defense. And this one ain't over, but it's looking more like it.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
Well, this offense has just been dialing up explosive play after explosive play. That's a big part of why they have a huge lead at this point. And even in the fourth quarter with that lead, they are still taking shots. They are still being aggressive. Pedal to the metal.
Dropping back, it's Simmons. Makes the grab, it's Lee. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on second down. We've reached a 2-minute timeout, and in all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. This feels like 4-down territory, third and short from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line.
And they found the big fella again, and they found him early and often today. They featured him here in the fourth quarter. Still time left in this football game. I imagine he's going to still continue to get the football thrown his way.
Moving out of the pocket. He'll try to do it himself. A solid pickup, and he goes out of bounds at the 30.
Really nowhere for the quarterback to go that time. I like the idea of letting him try to run with it, but no opportunity to get up the field, so he just kept trying to use his speed going sideways. Defense took everything away, and a good decision by him to save a hit and just get out of bounds.
Line getting set on second down. Looking to fire. A shot toward the end zone. And he throws another interception, his third of the night. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
The defense has been all over this quarterback all game long. It's almost as if they know where he's going to throw. That now, the third interception he's thrown.
Oh, they're after him. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
And obviously you're never going to point to one individual play over the course of a game, but that right there is basically a microcosm of the day it's been for this offense. They have not been able to get points up on the scoreboard because they simply can't execute.
Tulane comes to the line, lots of work to do on third down. Looking to scramble. Here's a throw downfield late. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
Well, trailing this much in the fourth quarter, the offense is looking for an explosive play to try to ignite them and get them back in this one, but nothing doing. Nice job at coverage.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab past the marker. Out of bounds at the 27-yard line, and this offense needed a play like that. DB's right up on the receivers. Quick pass on the fly motion. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Wants to fire on 2nd down. The short hands, it's Turner. Sometimes the ball just bounces your way, and the offense very lucky to keep possession on that one. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Tulane lines up on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And the defense aims, got him at the 27. They'll try to convert on 4th and long after giving up that big sack. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. To the air on 1st down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
You know, as the head coach of this team, this is one positive you're going to take away from this game, is that your players don't quit, and they're still willing to fight. There's obviously a lot of things they've got to iron out offensively, and we've seen that today. But I do love the grit they're showing here late, still trying to make plays.
Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. One more play to pad the stats. Wants to go up top. Going for it all. And the pass falls to the ground, and the ball game is over. We waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously not the way you want to get into this season. There were some mistakes with execution, and guys are going to have to do a better job individually. But that's why you play the games. You get to now go back to the drawing board, get back on the practice field, try and iron out these wrinkles. It's a long season ahead. A lot to play for.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis.